This is part 2 of day 4, where we were talking about functions. What we're going to do in part 2 is we're going to talk about when we're given functions, how to add and subtract functions, or multiply or solve equations when they're referring to functions. Let's take a look at this example we have here. They tell us there's an f of x function and then there's a g of x function. Now, the g of x function, I'll make it orange. When you get down here, there's a g of x, and notice what they put in place of that g of x. You substitute what g of x equals in place of it. Just like with the f of x piece, f of x was the first piece, it equaled that 2x plus 7. There's the 2x plus 7. So all you're doing when you're adding them together is you just set the algebraic expressions in place of the f of x and g of x and then add or subtract. Okay, let's take a look at doing some examples. And on this page, number 7 right here, it says f of x plus k of x. Well, when it says f of x right here, that means I need to go and look for the f of x function. All I want to do is use the algebraic expression that it equals. So f of x is this negative 2x squared plus 4x minus 7. Then I have plus, and then it says k of x. So for k of x right here, I got to look for the k function. And then I just use its algebraic expression and tack it on the end. Once I do that, all I have to do is combine like terms. So my like terms, I have a 2x squared here, but I don't have another x squared, so that's going to go first. I always put the term with the highest exponent first. Then I have this 4x and a negative 3x, so that's going to give me a plus x here. Then I have this minus 7 and a minus 5, which is a minus 12. So this is what I get when I add those two functions together. Let's take a look at problem number 8. Problem number 8 wants us to use m of x. So let me look for m of x. Right here it is. So I just use the 2x. And then it says n of x. Now I need to look for n of x. And here is the n of x. And so I'm using that 8 minus 6x. So there's a plus sign in the middle that I bring down, then 8 minus the 6x. When I look at this, the only like terms I have together are that I have are the 2x and that negative 6x. So I have negative 4x plus 8. Now if someone was to write 8 minus 4x, that's not incorrect, that's still okay. It's just that this piece right here is written in what we call standard form, order of decreasing powers. Okay, let's take a look at the next page. Let's see, here we go. Again, we're going to be substituting in like we did before. Now take a look at what's different on these. Notice that it now says solve for x. And there's also an equal sign here. That means when we do this h of x, and I look for h of x up here, and I see that it's 6x plus 8. 6x plus 8 for h of x. K of x is this negative 3 minus 5. Whoops. Minus 3x. It won't right. Negative 3x minus 5 is equal to 25. I have this equal sign here. This is an equation that I have to solve. So when combined like terms are on the same side, 6x minus 3x is 3x. This plus 8 minus 5 is a plus 3. Equals 25. And I want to subtract 3. And I get 3x is equal to 22. Divide both sides by 3, and I get x is equal to 22 thirds, Or I could say that that is 7 1/3. But I solved. I found the value of x. Let's take a look at the one that's next to it. H of x, let's see, h of x, again, is that 6x plus 8. M of x is this 2x, so plus 2x is equal to negative 12. I got some like terms I can put together. I have 8x plus 8 is equal to negative 12. Subtract this 8. And I get 8x is equal to negative 20. Divide both sides by 8. I get x is equal to, now 8 does not divide into negative 20 evenly. I can reduce that fraction. They're both divisible by 4, so negative 5/2. Or I could write that as a mixed number. So I have x equals negative 5/2 as my solution. Okay, what we're doing here is solving again, because notice we have solve for x in the directions, and there is an equal sign. So I look at number 11, and I see I have negative 30, so I'm just going to bring the negative 30 down. Equals, this 2 out in front means 2 times whatever h of x is. H of x is this 6x plus 8, so I'm going to put the 6x plus 8 in here. So I have negative 30 equals, I gotta get rid of those parentheses by using that distributive property, so 2 times 6x is 12x, 2 times 8 is 16. So I'm going to subtract my 16 from both sides. We get negative 46 is equal to 12x, and then divide both sides by 12. Now this is not going to divide out nice and evenly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce that fraction. I've got a negative. 46 over 12 reduces to 23 over 6. And I can just leave that in reduced form. Number 12. This negative 3 that is out in front is telling me I need to take the negative 3, multiply it by whatever k of x is, and it has to equal 50. So k of x is what has to go in here. K of x, I use the expression negative 3x minus 5 in there. And now to solve this, I use the distributive property. Negative 3 times negative 3x is a positive 9x. Negative 3 times negative 5 is a positive 15. And that's going to equal 50. So subtract my 15 from both sides. And I have 9x, 15's cancel, equal, and 15 from 50, is 35. Divide both sides by 9. Now that does not divide out evenly again. So I can just leave that as 35/9 because it doesn't reduce, or I could write that as a mixed number. Okay, this is the end of the part 2 for day 4. There should be one more part, but it won't fit on this video, so I will have to do that for a part 3 for day 4.